Ahoy muckers, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, well, it's good to have you along. Now, Super Major. Now those of you that have followed the channel for a while will know a bit about the Super Major. We bought it at a farm auction and the condition was basically, it was seized solid, the engine was seized. We didn't know why, was it just a standing seizure or had something happened? Now this is the original engine block. So once we stripped it down to see just what was wrong with it, we discovered that unfortunately it had cracked. You can see that here. A couple of people said to me, well, you could probably have that stitched, you know. Really? Yeah, okay, so what about that? And, oh yeah, that. Oh yeah, and that. Now I'm all for originality, but not a chance in hell. So the decision was made that we've obviously got to get another engine. Now, I think a lot of people don't actually realise just how many majors, power majors, super majors, did actually have their engines changed in their working lives. So that never really bothered me. So I set out to find another engine. And I found this low-hourred super major engine, but it's actually the later type super major with the mechanical governor, not the diaphragm vacuum type. Give a little bit more power and just a lot more reliable. So I thought, well, if we're going to upgrade the engine, we might as well put a really good one in, and this certainly is an absolute belter. As for the rest of the tractor, well, you can see she's not all rotten and scuffed up like they normally are.
Oh, would you look at this?
Tin work is very, very straight. Now this was stood in an old lean-to shed, we think, and just the elements got to it and took the paint off, but luckily she's solid, no rot.
Would you look at that?
I mean, the wings are solid, and it's got the little Butler side lights here, original ones. Rear lights, they're still on there. Original front grills, which would have been silver, obviously. Lights all in place. Just nice. Just a nice old thing. And it drives well. It really does drive well. It's a lovely tractor. Now today is cold and there's rain showers passing through. Hence why I've got these coveralls on.
Suddenly, as if by magic, the shopkeeper appeared.
But it's all very well me telling you about how nice this is, but I think what we really need to do is take it out and give it a bit of a run. So, like I say, drives really nicely, brakes are fantastic, they pull you up really evenly. It's not noisy as well. Gearboxes on these old things tend to whine, the old back ends and that. This one, probably one of the quietest I've driven. Steering doesn't shake anything, it just goes where you put it. Not a lot of play in the steering. I just don't think this whole thing's done a lot in its life. As I said, it's just a shame that that block cracked. But as I said, it's got a better engine, a nice engine in this now. Sort of lower Howard and whatever. So, if you want to be in with a chance of being the next owner of this Super Major, all you got to do is go over to the Raffle site, and I'll put a link to that below this video in the description box. Same as we did with the Dexter. Just go on there, buy your tickets. It's as simple as that. Once the time is up, they close the opportunity. They actually close the opportunity to buy tickets. That's it, done and dusted. And as soon as that happens, it's all automated. It then picks a winner, all automatically. No human intervention in that whatsoever. As I said, the little Dexter went up to Stephen in Aberdeen. This could go to you. Now, if you are overseas or you're in a position where you don't have room for something like this, there is also a cash alternative, all right? So you can still enter and you can win some cash if you don't have the room, or as I said, that's a long way to post it over to like the US or something.
I need about $3.50.
But there we are. So there it is, the Super Major. And by doing so, as I said, the profits from the proceeds of the raffle are going to help the collie rescue again, protecting pre-loved border collies. The same thing. We bought the little Suzuki Jimny with the proceeds from the Dexter. If you watched that video, if you haven't, I'll put a link to that below this video also. It's a great video. And there's going to be a road trip, as you know.
Hello. So this is Kez, and you are how old, Kez? How old, Kez?
He's about 8 months.
About 8 months. And I can remember you when you were about a few weeks old, can't I?
8 weeks.
8 weeks old. So you're now 8 months. And you still haven't forgot who I am, have you? And you are gorgeous, aren't you? And you're probably, yes you have. It's my own fault for wearing a white t-shirt, you gorgeous little boy. So these little things, such as this little Kez, are what you guys help when you support what we do on the channel.
All the difficult stuff is done. And you get the good stuff now. The choice of, as I said, preserving this patina or completely, repainting it. That's whoever wins it, that's down to you. But before we go, question time.
Come on then, Plato. Enlighten me.
This seat, that is the original remnants of the original back pad. The cushion is long gone.
Do you feel this vehicle is safe for highway travel?
Yes, I do. Yes, I really do. I believe that. I know it's not pretty to look at, but it'll get you where you want to go.
Now, before it goes and is raffled off to whoever wins it, should we put some new cushions on that? Or should we just leave it with the old back pad and the metal pan seat? What do you reckon, muckers? Put your answers in the old squid pit below in the comment section. Just put new seat, old seat. There's the old seat, or what's left of it. Like I say, it's not a huge amount, but we could put some new back pad and some new cushion there if we want to. I'm going to do one or two little things like that, and you can see it there. That's cracked. Look, I'll put a new gear knob on there. Plus, there's one or two other little jobs I'm going to do. Probably put a new air cleaner on that. I mean, this can go with it, but it's actually off a very early one. I can't understand that. That's off a very early one. But somebody's obviously jammed a chisel or something into it to make more air holes, to get more air in the engine. But anyway, I'll do a couple of little jobs to it in the meantime while you lot are buying your tickets and the countdown to the end of the raffle begins. Recently, these sales and auctions, majors, super majors and power majors have been making ridiculous money. They've gone right back up again. But as I said, here's your chance to own one, a very original one, for a tenner. So there we are. And what do you reckon? We'll catch you on the next one? Do well.